my goal, which I talked to my course mentor about, is my goal is to have 30 competency units completed by the time I move down there. You know, more than attainable. You know what I mean? That way I'm not setting myself up for failure, and I can still help, you know, my wife pack and all that stuff, and help my kids with the homework and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So I feel good about that, man. So I want you two, I want y'all to hold me to that. Cisco Soldier, aka Uncle Trey, you told me you was gonna get there. I did, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm back here to report on that. Hey YouTube, how you guys doing today? For those of y'all who've been here before, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. And for those of y'all who have no idea who I am, allow me to introduce myself. For it as I says me, Cisco Soldier, aka Uncle Trey. Welcome back to the channel. All right, thank y'all for coming back too. Hey, so a while ago I made a video about like my first term, but it was like kind of like the first 45 days, what all I got done in the first 45 days. Right now, I'm making a video about my first term actually be completed. So I've completed my first 6-month term at WGU. And I'm happy to report right now that I actually made that goal, and I have about 4 to 5 days left of my term, which I'm gonna show you guys in a few minutes. Hey, so in this video, I'm gonna talk about how long it took me to do each class, what I felt the difficulty level was for each class. I'm gonna talk about what it was like trying to study and work through the pandemic. I'm gonna also talk about where you can find resources, study material, and also a community of individuals that can help you and motivate you through this process. Okay, so let's go over here and get started. Okay guys, hey, now we're here, finna go under the hood, look at a couple things, right? Just to show you what it was like to go through a whole term at WGU, right? And stuff. All right, so look, basically, you know, what I'm showing is like, hey, I got 6 days left in my term, okay? I got 6 days left in my term, and I have completed 31 credit hours, all right? So the courses that I've done so far, Introduction to IT, you know, orientation. Orientation is a course too, you know what I'm saying? IT Foundations, IT Applications, Spreadsheets, Business of IT, Project Management, Applications, Cloud Foundations, Data Management, and Emerging Tech, all right? So I knocked all this out within a course of 6 months, all right? Some people do more, some people do less. This is what I did, okay? Okay, so taking a look at the degree plan tab, right? So this is gonna show you like, okay, let's talk about how long each class actually took me, right? Because you know, there's been some misconception. Like for those of you seen my other videos, you know, I put out information and I've had people like actually challenge me like, oh, it didn't take you that long. So I'm finna show you right now, like, hey man, this is what it took. And this, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna make sure we clear that up so everybody's watching, right? Everybody can see it. All right, so in the video that I made prior, right, where the first WGU video I made where I talked about, hey, I got 15 credit units within 45 days, I talked about Introduction to IT. And I said, hey, that class took me about, you know, 1 to 2 days. So I started on January 1st, and I actually took the test on January the 3rd, right? And, you know, like I said, basically with that, and I made another video about it, so I'm not going to go into detail about each class. I'm just going over the time frame in this video, right? So I made a video that said, hey, man, you know, it took me about 2 days because, you know, pretty much, you know, I was familiar with pretty much everything within the curriculum except for databases. All right, so this right here, IT Foundations, C393 and C394, these are both make up the A+ examination right here, okay? All right, so this is part 1, 10,001, and then IT Applications would be 10,002. And both of those took me about 3 weeks apiece, all right? Both of them together, which equals out to about a month and a half. Then after that, I had Spreadsheets, right? So Spreadsheets was a pretty, Spreadsheets was kind of different, right? Like listen, man, I've never known anything about amortization tables or anything like that in my life. I bought cars and never knew what an amortization table, you know what I mean, or a house or whatever. Basically, you know, that's just the amount that you're gonna pay the interest over time, right? But anyway, like I said, these are the first 2 courses in A+. And they took me about 3 weeks apiece. So going from, you know, 3rd of January to 21 Jan, that's about 3 weeks almost, give or take, right? And then from 21 Jan to February 6th, then I took the other one, CompTIA exams, and then I passed it. So I say about 3 weeks, could be 2 weeks. Man, my math, I don't do math in public, all right? Sorry, you know what I mean? But yeah, 2 to 3 weeks, right? Moving on. Next, we have project management, right? So if you look at project management, it says 316 in the process of movement. So, I was actually like, we was painting the house. I was like doing construction on my floor. Me and my soldiers, we was doing construction on my floor. Like I had a lot of stuff getting ready to sell my house, right? So I really wasn't focused. But believe this or not, man, toward the end, right? Like when I was reading, I was tripping because it was like, hey, this is the project, right? So like, hey, I'm doing my floor, rebuilding the floor in my house. How much am I going to spend for the materials? You know what I'm saying? How do I cut costs here? The guy quoted me like $1,400. Hell, I bought all the materials for like $240. All it cost me was some sweat equity. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? All right, I'm good. I say that 1,200. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But just doing the project, like managing that project, because that was the actual project. How much time is it going to take? What's the actual cost? You know what I mean? Because I had to go back the planned cost versus the actual cost. Like I had to actually go back to the store a couple times. I had planned like, hey, I'm gonna spend about 300. Ended up spending, close to a little bit less than 4. But hey, at the end of the day, save $1,000. So yeah, all right. But that was me managing the project within that time. It has nothing to do with this video, but I just thought it was cool. Like I was actually managing the project, trying to get my house ready to sell during the time I'm taking that class. Bottom line, swear to God, I say, man, 14, 17 days of actual focused studying and knocking that out, right? All right, got it. Next one is ITIL. Oh, man. Now look at this. Now this is real talk. All right, ITIL took from, I started on, you could say 3/17, and I finished on April the 22nd. All right, so starting with that business of IT, right, and like March the 16th, this is when like the pandemic happened and the whole COVID situation. So, this is like the start of the BS, right? The boo-boo, right? This is when everything goes left, like they say, in the urban community. You know what I'm saying? It's not that difficult, man. I'm going to just tell you something. It's not really difficult like that, bro and sis, okay? With the ITIL guys, I'm going to tell you, it's just only one problem with the class, man. Between the U certified material that the WGU gives you and all that stuff, this class is Sofa King boring. Sofa King boring. Sofa King boring. Unquote. I actually made a video about, because I failed this class the first time I took it. Not because it was hard, but because it was just overwhelmingly boring me to death, man. And I made a video about it, and I talked about my program mentor is actually the one who helped me kind of get through it, because I was feeling depressed like everybody else out there. And I talked to her, man. I talked to my program mentor about an hour and some change, man. Y'all go check out that video I made about failing my first exam at WGU. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. All right, moving right along. But yeah, my program mentor helped me, man. So for those of y'all that's new to the WGU, man, you're going to hear people say, oh, my course instructor didn't help me, or my program. I can't really say anything about the course instructor, but like my program mentor is flipping awesome. You feel me? All right, so now, moving right along. All right, here, I got to show y'all this, man. This was Cloud Foundations, right? Now you can see I finished, like they only let you take one class. Like I don't know about everybody else, but my program mentor only lets us take one class at a time, okay? So I finished Business of IT Applications on April the 22nd, right? And then I finished Cloud Foundations. It says 6 days. It didn't take 6 days, man. It took like 3 days, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you now. I gotta show y'all this on my. I gotta show y'all this. I have to show this to you, man. Let me find this video real quick. Wait, all right there. Yeah, I need to look at a comment real fast. Y'all bear with me. Oh, okay. I had a comment from someone. YouTube name is Yes It Is Me. All right. This was 3 weeks ago because I dropped the video. I can't remember what day, but anyway. Well, he said, hey, cannot believe that you studied for only 2 days, read the book, and passed the exam. Sorry, but I work for a living. I do not have my degree, but it takes me at least 6 months of studying before I sit for an exam. I am A+, Net+, CCNA, Route and Switch, certified, CCNA Security, certified, and I work in IT, and it still takes me that long. I read every page of the book. I practice labs, video, practice questions. I read my book in the car before work. I am sitting for the cloud exam May 29th. From my experience, it took this exam after, from my experience, if you took this exam after studying for only 2 days, then that would make me believe that you are AWS certified, Microsoft certified, and that you have 5+ years of experience. Now, check it out. I'm not gonna read, what I wrote to the guy, right? I'll let y'all go if you feel like, being messy one day, you mean, you just want to go search through that. Yeah, go ahead and look through that, man. But look, I was very respectful with the guy, you know what I'm saying? But I explained to him, I was like, hey, man, listen, I got no reason to go out here and lie to the people. Like, what, like, dude, I'm 40 years old. Like, what does it benefit me to be like, oh, yeah, I passed this in a day? Like, what is that going to do for me in my life? You feel me? I'm just letting the people out there know, like, hey, man, listen. Like, when I went to that class, when I speak to the level of difficulty of that class, it's probably one of the easiest ones out of all the classes because it is, in my humble estimation, it is nothing more than a regurgitation of A+, Net+, Sec+, ITIL, Project+. It's like a regurgitation of everything that has ever touched on the cloud environment from any one of those certifications. That's the only thing they're talking about in that course. You know what I mean? So that's why I looked at it when I started studying. I was like, man, bro, I know all this. Like, you know what I mean? So just so that young brother, if that guy, yes, it is me. If you actually watching this video right here, bro, you can see I started the class on the 23rd and I finished on the 20th. So you can say, hey, Trey, that ain't 3 days, but I can tell you it ain't 6 months, brother. And it's not because, like I say, it ain't because I'm the smartest, the sharpest knife in the drawer. You know what I'm saying? It ain't because, I'm the sweetest tea at the picnic. You feel me? All I'm saying is, if you've already been through all that, if you already seen all that stuff, it's not, it's nothing new. That's all I'm saying. Moving right along, right? All right, so data management foundations. All right, this is another class that was so fucking boring. Sofa King mattress store. Sofa King boring. All right, all this was boring. All right, so look, yeah, this took me a straight up month, and I needed every bit of it too. I made a video about that too, man, where I was like, look, I don't even know if I'm gonna pass. I'm just gonna take it, man. I'm tired of pushing everything back. You know what I'm saying? And last but not least, emerging technologies. It says this. What's that? 2-3 weeks? Man, that class take you 3 days, man. Like I say, right now I'm in the process of moving. PCS and has nothing to do with this video, but I'm getting ready. Like, I'm packing up my entire house. That's why y'all, if you saw some of my videos in the past, I got all kind of things in the wall. And you see I've been scaling down over the course of, like, cause I've packed up all my stuff, and in about 2-3 weeks, I'm gonna be moving. So I'm focused on other things right now. That's why I'm not making videos or anything like that. But this class don't take long at all. Got it. All right, guys. So let's talk about the best strategy to find information. Now, I'm going to save y'all a little bit of time, right? I'm going to just tell you, this is what Cisco Soldier, a.k.a. Uncle Trey, does. This is what I do, right? The moment that I start taking a new class, so I say, for instance, right, like I say, okay, hey, I'm finna, I got Introduction to IT, right? C182. I'm just going to go up here to Reddit. I'm going to go to reddit.com, REDDIT. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all heard of it, some of you might not. And I'm just going to type in, hey, I'm going to type in Reddit WGU 182. All right. And then, bam, hi there. Any advice? Hey, how I pass. People are telling you, like, this is how I pass the test. Let's click on it and see what it say. This is what this guy has to say. And I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to tell you, like, for this class, I did not touch the course material. I found a decent Quizlet flash card set, copied it to my account, made revisions, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. So what I'm telling you is, like, guys and gals will sit there after they pass the test and they'll write down on the blog, like, hey, this is what happened, this is what I saw, blah, 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 blah. They ain't gonna tell you exactly what's on the test, right? But they're gonna give you some hints like, hey, focus on this, make sure you focus on that, blah, blah, blah. So every time I take a class for WGU, I make sure Like I type in the class number and then I go to Reddit just to see what other people are saying about it. All right. Another good source of information too, right, is like the WGU Facebook groups. They got Facebook groups out there for WGU, and they have some for pretty much every degree program. All right, like they have the WGU group, right, for the College of Information Technology. That's kind of all encompassing, you know what I'm saying? Because like I didn't find one for my specific program per se, right? Because I'm at the Network Operation and Security, Bachelor of Network Operation and Security. All right, so I didn't find one for my particular group, right? But like I say, College of IT, you know, they have a lot of stuff in there. And if I just scroll down, you'll see a lot of people, man, this is where you get your encouragement from. Like when you see other people, right, that have actually graduated, like, look at this. Congratulations to Yomi. Who is this? Mick Mooson Yomi. Okay, congratulations. So pumped. It is possible. Like people always posting when they are graduating, you know what I'm saying, what classes they're taking. They're talking about their frustration with the Pearson View exams. They got the little angry panda, you know what I'm saying? Like people just telling you like everything that's going on, like, you know what I'm saying? And they motivating you because like when you see somebody else doing something, that kind of motivates you to be like, man, you know what? I'm capable. I can do this too. You know what I'm saying? So I look at this pretty much every day. And I go through here, I answer people. You know what I mean? You'll see me in there I post videos in there. You know, so I encourage people encourage me. You know, I talk about, hey man, I'm struggling, and people, oh man, pick it up, Trey, blah, blah. So I'm telling you, man, this is a good environment. You know, you have to surround yourself with like-minded people, right? And that's the best way to have success. All right, guys. And also, hey, another thing you can do, like on my page, right? I'll just show you real quick. So like you go to playlist, right? Like I've made a playlist like WGU, right? And I got like videos where I'm just talking about like WGU, how it was to take a test, what this class was like. Like when I say I'm gonna break down all the individual classes, you can find them within that WGU playlist, right? If you got any type of CompTIA exams coming up, right, you can just click on this. Like I go in here and I talk about like all the CompTIA certifications and what it was like to do the remote testing at your house. And oh, that's a crazy expression on my face. Yeah, so I talk on this video right here, I talk about, hey, you know, what was the remote testing like and how was it at my house and, you know, how to develop a strategy for A+. You know, man, I talk about the Cloud Essentials exam, you know what I'm saying? So just I talk about passing the Security Plus exam. So just, you know, that's just helpful, you know, things for you to check out. And then like on the WGU, inside of my WGU playlist, I talk about, hey, passing the ITIL certification and then the enrollment process if you have yet to enroll within WGU, right? And then I talk about like, you know, hey, I tell people like I failed my test. Like I failed this is the first test I failed. I failed it. I talk about it like, you know what I mean? So if you just want to know what it's like, if you're a student and you want to know what it's like to be a student and blah, blah, you know, I have a playlist too. And look, I even put this together for you guys. All right, like for instance, right, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to do this for every class. Like I say, I'm moving. I'm a little bit busy right now, but bear with me, guys. I'm working on it. Like this playlist right here, right? Like this is for WGU. All right. Oh, so I'm pointing at the screen like y'all can see that. This is like the WGU BNOS Intro to IT, right? C182. These are like little classes, right? In case you know nothing about none of this stuff. Because, dude, I'm going to tell you something. I've been working in IT 20 years. I didn't know no first generation of computer. I wasn't born then. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what I know about it? But they're going to ask you about it on the test. So you better know something about it, right? So you just go into the playlist, man, click that, you know, first generation. It tells you, like, this is the type of stuff that's on, you know, is in the study materials, broken down on the list. Like, they give you a list of what you need to study. So all I did was just go down that list and yeah, look all that stuff up right there. Hey guys, so look, I know the video was a little bit long, right? But I just wanted to share all the information. I hope you guys got something out of this, right? All right. I appreciate if you guys would like the video, man. And you know, if you got any comments you want to leave down below. If you're watching this and you are outside of the Bachelor of Network Operations and Security, right? Let me know what's your degree plan. Drop your degree plan down in the comments down below, right? I want to know what degree plans, because like it seems like a couple of these classes, like you might be in finance, or you might be in business and they make you take intro to IT or something. So I know a couple of these classes cross over. I want to know what degree plan you guys out there. All right, so I appreciate it, man. If you guys would like, comment, and subscribe, you know, and let me know if the video provided anything for you or anything like that. All right. All right, and hey, I appreciate you guys listening, man. It was I Says Me. Oh, and don't forget, like I said, one more time, if you found anything that applies to you, right? Like I say, I'm building these playlists so you guys can just go in there anytime and just go through and see what classes you have coming up. And if it's anything within the playlist, you know, you watch the video and that'll let you know a little bit about my experience, right? About what's going on, right? If you guys join the Facebook groups and because you got to think, man, these videos last for years, you know what I'm saying? So if you guys know anybody that's in the Facebook groups or anybody out there that's at your job or whatever the case may be, and they sign up for WGU and they're in the network operations security program and they say, hey, where can I find some information? Hey, man, make sure you send them to Cisco Soldier, aka Uncle Trey, man. You know, show them the video, you know, show them where to go to get the information, you know what I mean? So that'll be helpful for everybody. All right. And then other than that, it was I Says Me, Cisco Soldier, aka Uncle Trey. Y'all be easy.